Now regular Shimkaze.
Yeah,
Everyone's favorite destroyer in the game.
Screw this damn ship. There's so many times. So many times they've YOLO'd.
It's definitely everyone's favorite destroyer because it's like 4 on every single NA.
Yeah, no, this has got to be the most favorite, the most played destroyer in the game.
Yeah,
By
but
far,
you're only
so.
scared of like 4 people.
I mean,
Like,
even then.
Like a
Even
really
then.
good Shimkaze player is scary as all get out.
I like playing Shimkaze. Every time I'm playing Shimkaze, I'm like, why am I not playing Black Shimmer? Why would I play this Black Shimmer? Black Shimmer's so much fun.
So playable or niche?
Probably niche, I would say.
Yeah, I don't think.
It can get good damage, but man, it really is a one-trick pony.
It's not a winning ship. I think that's his problem.
No, yeah,
like,
that's the problem.
Like I have 80k average in it, but 69% win rate. Like I do damage, but I can't win because there's nothing like.
You can't
kill
what are you supposed to win with? You can't kill DDs easily. You have really good torps, but you can't kill DDs easily. Technically, you get outspotted by Black Shimmer. You have worse concealment than Black Shimmer.
Yep.
Which means you get outspotted by gearing.
Unless you need to kill like a full health Montana in the last seconds, then Shimmer's not really gonna be clutching up. It's just you can't like contest the cap at the end game.
No.
With like 2 minutes left, like there's just nothing you can do. It's
I will say though, the scariest thing you can find from a Shimmer is Makawa on Shimmer, 2 smokes on Shimmer. They won't expect that one coming. They will never expect 2 smokes on Shimmer coming.
No.
Nah, it's like you cannot put Shimmer above Trick Kava. That is outrageous. Trick Kava. No, Trick Kava is actually really good. Like
so
compared to Shimmer.
I would argue playable just due to the high DD meta. And with that. And on top of that, it's a one-trick pony, and as much as that's a niche, there are better one-trick ponies at that, and then there are better ones that do that trick, but better. And then also you have to talk about the average player, which does not play the Shimkaze.
Don't even mention average player.
They don't.
Like, realistically, it is playable for sure. Like, there's nothing
not
wrong
bad
with
ship.
it.
It's just not really special.
It's designed to do something, and it does it perfectly well.
It does it very well. Doesn't mean that it's gonna win you a game, but it does it very well.
But that one trick though, we got Hayate does it better with guns, with more smokes, and like that. We've got
play Black Shimkaze.
Trick Tarwagu, Black Shimkaze. Like there are so many ships that do what it does, but better.
Yeah,
when nearly is the same. So
yep.
It's okay. Slime.
Also, do not grab the leg mod people.
Yeah,
so do it because I want.
Can we get can we get untricked Shimmer in the editing? Needs fixing untricked Shimmer.
Untricked Shimmer needs fixing, bro.
Needs fixing. Please fix the leg mod.
Yeah. No, that is bad.
I'm not surprised the leg mod went.
Like. Yeah, I don't know what they would do with that.
Untricked Shimmer might be the worst ship in the game, honestly. Like
maybe.
That is literally
hurting. You're literally crippling yourself.
I do enjoy the module takes. I will take the module hits. Like if I got a mission for it, super easy.
Shimmer already loses a lot of torps, let alone leg mod.
The only way you can use leg mod is if there's no CV and no DDs, and then you're just never spotted, so no one can shoot.
Look, to be fair, if it was in respawn.
True. No, but what's the point?
Although
where's tier 10 respawn?
Although you just die, so never mind. Don't.
Yeah, you just die.
Yeah, but every single time you just YOLO and die and get 200,000 damage.
You get the module breaks. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about from a very low playable maybe needs fixing, and its tricked version being needs fixing. Smalland doesn't maintain its meta.
We were talking about this. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It's hard. Like I was saying earlier, CVs have received a lot of nerfs, so AA DDs aren't as relevant.
Again, it's not the only raider to show. You have Gdansk chilling in meta.
Yeah, you have Gdansk, Ragnar. There's a new. Well, I guess Ragnar wasn't new, but yeah, it's
creeping on meta. It's creeping on
meta. Top competitive. It's
definitely best competitive ship at the minimum.
Yeah, definitely.
I would actually still fit it within meta. I would still do it
because it does
everything that the Tricked Holland wants to do, plus the get out of jail free cards, plus the heals. Like it's just like it has everything that you want it to do. I would actually
argue that Smalland has better speed boosts for the ship than Holland. I'd actually make
that
argument.
Yeah, that too.
Emergency speed boost, so much
more emergency speed boost.
Oh yeah, no, it just does everything that you want. You want an EUDD to do. It just doesn't have the firepower like the Gdansk. It doesn't have any of the firepower like the Kleber. It doesn't have the torque power like the Daring, but it
Kind of just
does
there for your
everything that you
utility.
want to.
It's really just there for your utility. It's a really
Yeah,
a lot of utility.
Yeah, it is a better tricked Holland, realistically.
Yeah, it's a better
yeah,
Colin. Better DPM, so you don't lose as many gunfights. So
yep. Oh yeah, no, it's just
and it's a
that's why I think
premium, so you
it's
can put Swirsky on there for free.
Yeah,
boom right there.
another good point.
Yep. No, I think that the Smalland fits low meta, but it is still sitting strong in the meta area. It's not going
Very
out
good chip.
anytime soon.
Definitely,
Yeah, very good.
probably the most worthwhile EUD there outside of Gdansk. If I had to play one.
I want the Smalland
Yeah.
to come out. I want it. I want it still. Also because I
Great
finished
ship.
the Holland and mothballed the Holland, so because the Gdansk is just way better.
Yeah.
I'm horrible. I don't think I need to argue this position at all.
So married. You know, I was actually gonna put it in bottom of playable, but I could see niche.
Yeah, I could
It's
see niche.
hilariously good at taking, like, if you, especially without the DD meta. Like if you take out the DD meta, which in reality, when you even do have a high DD meta, sometimes you have the flanks fighting, and then you literally just have two, turtles just shooting at each other, just sitting there the entire game doing absolutely nothing, probably not even taking the cap. The Somers is great at just helping out win that turtle. It's just send a shitload of torps.
I've enjoyed a lot of other shores over the years compared to Somers, but man, Somers is a classic when you have to face battleships. It is so much fun when battleships are just chilling there. And I'm just gonna slowly go in 12, 16 torps, let me sit and smoke. I'll be back in 50 seconds. It's just I've done games in Somers. I've like 100k. I'm like 4 minutes. I'm like, man, where's the damage at? Everything's dead.
I'd still say it's a low
really
niche.
good torp DPM.
Still say it's a low niche. But the guns are actually slept on. I think a lot of people forget it is
Okay, the DPM is dookie, but the alpha is pretty funny.
Yeah.
The DPM is dookie, but you have like Marceau AP alpha, but you have no DPM, so.
Yeah. But I don't know.
I have BNG now with Somers guns.
Look, if I know there's a bunch of battleships playing, I'm gonna play Somers. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. Is it
The
stupid?
only torp I probably would play over Somers is maybe Black Shimmer.
Yeah, I probably say that.
Because Black Shimmer has better guns.
If it does go into playable, it's high playable.
But Somers does have smoke twos, so that is pretty nice.
It's just I don't know, Steve. You go. What are you thinking? You have talked.
Yeah, well, I'm just comparing it to Shimmer, really, base Shimmer. Not
Somers
base
is better
Shimmer.
concealment.
Just Shimmer.
Yeah, Somers second best concealment now.
Yeah,
best
Vampire passed it down, which is pretty good. I mean, best
Yeah,
concealment.
it's really good. You can get really
second
close
best
to
concealment.
You can get really close to someone.
Yeah, I mean,
And like I said, you have smoke twos, so you can just kind of sit and smoke the whole time, farm with guns.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate it in niche. It's
I won't
it could be
disagree with the
unplayable.
niche.
Yeah, it could be unplayable.
It could be a low playable, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'd play
Nah.
Hoguma over it. I'd play Hoguma over it, in my opinion.
If it was playable, it'd be a low playable because Gearing's just better. But
Well,
That's true.
In playable, I'd play Kaba and Hoguma, and probably Holland over Somers.
Yeah.
Holland's just a bit different. That's completely different.
Yeah. Oh, it's
But
completely
Trick
different.
Kaba,
Trick was a lot of fun.
yeah. Trick
It's
Kaba,
just
Trick
comfortable
Hoguma,
one.
I'd play over it.
Yeah.
There's nothing with it being in niche right now. That doesn't mean it's a bad ship. There's nothing wrong with it at all.
There's other times you're gonna want other ships. That's where it's like in niche.
Yeah.
It's like it's gonna have those moments where you're like having super fun with it, especially if you got a bunch of battleships
out
just
the Black
sitting
Shimmer.
there and you're just watching your 16 torps. Just slowly go see them.
I can't lie though, but when I play Somers nowadays, I'm like, why am I not on Black Shimmer? I can like gunfight when I Rav Reload too.
But that's why it's a niche. It's like there's certain times the Somers is just going to be way better than I think in any of the playables, and then other times, the consistency of the playable ships are just going to be better suited for it. So I think that it fits better in niche, in my opinion.
Is that what I think it is next?
Oh yeah.
Is that the GOAT of airstrike ships?
Okay. Yeah. The GOAT of airstrikes. Okay. Let me quickly. We have a story to tell everyone. So. When last year's tier maker came out, Tromp came out during Christmas, and your boy was stupid and wailed for the entire thing. Worth it. 100% worth it. This ship, I was waiting for Red to get his press account so he could try the Tromp. So much so I almost offered him my main account because I needed him to tell the world how good Tromp is. And we even tried to do a fundraiser for him, but unfortunately, with that was the ship that you didn't
I
get,
have
right?
200 purple commander boosters now. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Yep. We
I would never
tried.
need
We
to have
failed.
commander boosters.
So Tromp does everything and everything incredibly well. It is not exactly the most damage focused one, but it can spot for itself. It can torp. It can have AP, HE. It can set so many fires. And the little fucker just doesn't die. Sorry for swearing, but no, this
you can
goes
see crying in the corner.
right.
The real men have to talk here.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
No, over Regolo, I think. Over Regolo.
I would put it over Regolo.
Regolo, yeah, okay, yep. Mm-hmm. It's sitting
Honestly,
right there.
before Gdansk, I think it was the best destroyer in the game. Like,
I could actually see that, honestly.
it's...
Oh, it was way
you could
better.
just sit down and win gunfights if you need to.
I
won't lie, that back toe angle is atrocious. Even the kiting angles are an abomination.
Yeah, but
you don't need it though. You don't need it.
You don't need it. Absolutely broken airstrikes, like ridiculously broken airstrikes.
Yeah, it's a great ship.
It made the Howden Liu completely irrelevant before the leg mod.
Oh, and Tromp has the really troll AA.
Yeah, actually, not bad AA. I think it says like 600 damage when DFA is up, which is not bad.
It's like 800 DFA. The problem is large caliber. It's not bad AA damage on paper.
If you're good at dodging and using islands against CV, and you make them have to readjust the drops, you can shoot enough torp bombers down to make a difference.
Yeah. I'd actually say Tromp is where, like, if you pair it with another DD, both of you actually actively take down planes. Because it's just
Tromp and Hokumo together. That's actually enough AA to shoot down a squadron or two.
I think a Tromp might be one of the worst things you could face as a battleship because what are you actually supposed to do?
Can't do.
Like what are you supposed to do?
Can't do.
I mean, sure, at least against daring torps you can dodge, bro. You cannot dodge these airstrikes. They're such thin squares. They drop so many bombs. They come back in 30 seconds. So there's no time to wait. It's just constant hammering every 30 seconds of Tromp. It's just a good ship.
Yeah, just in my opinion, forget about the back toe. Usually just spin with the torpedoes on the front, like.
Oh yeah, like I said, you have torps that come in 30 seconds. You just spam the torps the whole game.
Oh yeah, it does everything.
The torps come at the same time. It is really good.
It's ridiculous.
And you pretty much get
before Gdansk, before Bazan, it was the best.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah. But this is why there were so many meta ships, because they just keep coming out with better and better.
The only downside to Tromp that Gdansk doesn't really have is that Tromp can't really fight the gunboat destroyers without in a pure fight.
Yeah, but it doesn't need to. It doesn't need to because you don't know they're coming. It knows they're coming, so it can find them and make sure that it gets away from it.
The key thing is that it doesn't need to, but if it has to, it's kind of screwed because, I mean, good luck fighting.
It's kind of like a druid situation where you have to stay bow in, but at least you have torpedoes. But
at least it has torps. But like again,
still,
if you get jumped, it's kind of over. It's kind of over. Trump.
Yeah, but at the same time, how often are you gonna get jumped when you can spam out airstrikes and spot?
That's
constantly.
If you can position yourself well, it doesn't have to worry about that.
It's banned from probably I think every single competitive one because of the airstrike things. Like it's just
the airstrikes are broken on that ship.
And for anyone who's wanting to go down, be like, maybe I want to play the Howden Liu, just get Tromp. Even with leg mod, just get Tromp.
I wouldn't even with leg mod, I wouldn't even grind one line with Tromp.
The only reason why the leg mod is fun is because it just dumps the amount of damage it can put out. But the Tromp, it's more consistent and goes throughout the game. You can screw up and you're not like, oh no.
It's literally the DD version of DZP. It's literally the DD version of DZP.
Oh
yeah. Yeah,
it's so
exactly.
Freaking good. It's so freaking good. That's why I was like, I gotta tell a story because there was an epic.
I don't know if it's worth 300k gold, but it is a very good ship.
Well, okay. Before I go with that, I also during that time it was all for XP conversion, which had an XP event as well. So I went through and got through a bunch of grinds that I didn't want to deal with. So
you got Goliath. I remember that now.
Yep, I got Goliath. I got a little bit further in San Martin because I didn't really want to grind the tier 7, and then there was another one that I ground out. Oh, Darien. I finished Darien grind. Yeah. So Jutland as Wilson for me. It just some people can make it work. Okay, enough about me and enough about Tromp because Tromp is amazing. Not the U version of this, but the O version of this. And immediately downvotes are happening. Just kidding. No.
Comment section's over.
Comment section blocked. Nah, I can't. We're not getting political. That was all jokes. So Gdansk, Pizan, Tromp. I think we basically have our three kings.
Top 3 destroyers.
Yeah, top 3.
Yeah.
I like that. Because I think Regolo, Daring, Kleber, Smalland kind of all start getting to kind of their niches of like, hey, they're the best gunboat. Here's the best support one. Here's the best, most nimble. Here's the best DD killer of those ones.
Well,
so.
yeah.
Speaking of nimble ships.
Oh, very nimble. Very, very nimble. Vampire 2.
Man, there's... I don't know how they did it.
I don't know how they did it. I don't know how they did it. I know, right? I absolutely just am gonna put it right there.
Whoa.
No, okay, sorry. Let me. There we go. That's better.
Please don't tell me someone actually put this in niche.
This guy.
I actually put it in niche just because I'm coming from the average player's perspective, more like a 55 win rate player. They're gonna have a tough time, but the beauty is sneaking Schlieffens across the field is hilarious.
Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. There is no shot in this game. There is no world. There's no universe, no alternate universe where this ship is below meta. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. If I see this thing below meta, someone's gonna have to sell their Vampire 2 in the port. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I need the money for the Hindi.
Oh my goodness.
Vampire should be an easier daring to play. You don't have to worry about your torps. You can
Yes,
just guns.
exactly.
You have crawling smoke.
It is an easier
It's a
daring.
walking Friesland.
Okay, but where is it going?
Next to daring.
Next to
Next to daring.
You can interchange them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Easier daring, but less potential.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. There's nothing more to say.
I don't know, Steve. What do you say? Anything more?
No, I mean it's just great dodger. It's just the same thing pretty much I said about daring, just less torpedoes.
Except now you have crawling smoke.
Yeah. A little bit.
And you can fix your
Best
speed
concealment,
problem. And you
though.
can fix best concealment, and you can fix your speed problem because you have speed boost.
Yeah.
Even
I see it in I see this kind of similar almost a few times we had last year. I don't love it in the position of meta. I definitely argue with high competitive just due to the lack of torpedo power that it has. But if you're a gunboat main and really want to have some fun with it and you're up for a mobile ship, Vampire 2 is just definitely best in class. It's
just
like
just like daring, it's just the versatility.
Yeah. I can see low meta. Like I want to put it below Smalland. I don't know with that. Just because of what it can do. But it is really solid. It's really...
Well, it does have a lot of potential because there's been games where I've hit like 25 torpedoes.
Man, Vampire 2 best torpedo in the game.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Like,
I mean, to be fair, you don't have many torps, but when the torps do hit, though, they do hit pretty hard.
Yeah, they do hit hard on.
And they have better
you
flush
can
chance.
send them out. You can send them out more often, and they have more range than daring. They have a good bit more range. I don't know. It's like at least maybe a kilometer more range.
Yeah,
than
it's over a kilometer range. And it's still single file. You can still Doomspear.
Yeah, okay, you're gonna send out so many Doomspears with Vampire, you will at least hit one a game, unless you're doing something really bad if you're not hitting at least one.
Even then, you need to hit one to get good damage.
I'm gonna wallow in my glass of scotch because I am that one person.
I believe in you, bro.
The only problem is you can't really send widespread because the widespread is
I don't know why that
hard.
widespread is so atrocious.
No. Even at close range, you don't even use it because you can literally miss ships.
Yeah.
Although I will say the one benefit is that the widespread is so good you can hit bots now with it. It's amazing. The spread is so wide the bots can't even dodge it.
I don't completely agree with Vampire 2 in meta, but I can see its potential there. Like it's
Grandad might have words with you there.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, there's no world, no alternate universe. Like Doctor Strange cannot find you 100 million alternative universes to find where that ship is not meta.
Okay, well, we'll let chat. We'll let the comment section decide. Let's see if they agree or disagree on this one. Yeah, it'll be in the comments. Yeah, no, right. We're gonna bully them.
Exactly.
I'm not even a Vampire 2 man.
Okay, now this ship has actually been brought up a bunch since the Gdansk came out.
So sad.
Because it's very kind of similar, but it's not, and it's nowhere near the capabilities. But I think a lot of people, I feel like, underrate this. The Yueyang.
See, like I want to underrate it, and then you realize that it's all just going down crashing. I've been defending Yueyang for so long, but like,
here's a ship that's not old and gold like Daring. Daring's been able to maintain its status through the years.
This ship after the nerfs, and then the Gdansk, and then the Lucian buffs.
the more DDs that keep coming out, the further Yueyang just falls. Like every DD is better than
I
it
mean,
that keeps
the
coming
real
out.
gut punch was Lucian buffs, honestly.
Yeah,
Like,
the
if you
Lucian
look at
basically made
Meta-
it completely irrelevant. Yeah.
Like, just look at meta. All those DDs are DDs that have come out well after, except for maybe Daring, after Yueyang, and all of them are just
No,
superior.
Daring was after Yueyang as well.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't know. But yeah, exactly. So Yueyang is similar to Venezia, in my opinion, where it could go back to
Honestly.
Pre-Nerf. It could go back to Pre-Nerf.
Oh,
And
they did that shit
it
so
would
dirty.
fit in the new meta because
The problem with Yueyang is that you have to revert the nerfs, and you need to add more. That's the thing about the ship. If you want
so
to
I
make it unique,
think
you need to
reverting
add
the
more as
nerfs
well.
would get the Yueyang back to competitive where it should be. Where it's just nice. It's a nice, unique DD. But a lot of people don't realize why the Yueyang got nerfed was because we were in a whole different meta.
Well,
we were in a
with
battleship meta.
Yueyang, the problem with the way at least I see it, the problem with Yueyang before it got nerfed was that there was none of these gumbos existed, right? You didn't have Regolo, you didn't have Delny, you didn't have
there was no
Vampire 2.
counters to it.
There wasn't even Daring. There wasn't even Daring to
It was
counter.
Daring.
No.
Oh yeah, well a little bit later Daring.
Yeah, later, but
Yeah.
before then, it got nerfed before Daring though. So
Yeah, they got nerfed.
like there was just nothing to counter. That's the problem. And then
Yep.
it was more like an overreaction because there was simply nothing. There was not enough. Well, there was Z52, but there was not enough DDs to face it. And
Well,
now,
there wasn't any
there's too many
cruisers
DDs
really
to face it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's way too many DDs to face it. That just out. Even if you look in competitive, like Druid and Ragnar, more so. I mean, just literally everything in competitive can outgun it, except.
I will
except
say though,
maybe
the state of Groza
maybe
Voice is so
Holland.
bad that even Yueyang has better DPM. That is pretty sad. It has worse DPM than Yueyang.
Yeah. No, Yueyang.
No.
I think it's just from a bygone era, and
I love it so much, but man, I can't defend it anymore with all the stuff they've been adding.
Yeah,
You can't.
look, Wargame just revert North, so Venezia and
Revert.
Yueyang.
Revert Yueyang nerfs.
Right
give
here?
it 2 charges of torpedo booster.
I would put it below, yeah. I'd probably put it below Combo in my
Honestly.
opinion. Combo is still pretty
I'll put it
good.
above Shimma because at least it has more utility than Shimma. But
yeah, that
it's
is true. Yeah,
more
because it doesn't
fun.
have a radar. It
To
had
be
the first
honest,
radar
if I was-
smoke.
to be honest though, I could play Shimma, a normal Shimma, and beat a random Yueyang in a gunfight because that's how bad Yueyang is in a gunfight because it has no torps.
Yeah, Yueyang was the OG radar smoke combo.
Yeah, because
That's what's
nothing good guns. You know, everyone was playing gearing, so the radar was actually good.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
All right, Z42, the Haragumo German side.
This is,
Germanized.
what would you rank us like? Because I might have a hot take where you go with it.
Ooh.
Where would you rank
So, I'm gonna go low competitive on
it?
it
Okay.
because it is I would say, better regular Haragumo, but it doesn't quite match up in the exact same way. I'd say it's just more consistent of a regular Haragumo.
My
Like,
hot
you're
take,
able to-
low meta. That's my hot take.
Wow. Very
Yeah.
not very different. Not very
well-
different. Not crazy.
I would not say it's high meta because it is not a high meta destroyer. It is bottom
No.
meta. But if I was to put this ship anywhere after playing it a good amount of times, low meta. This ship is...
I do want it.
I don't like the fact that I'm putting over strict Haragumo. The only reason is over strict Haragumo is because it doesn't die to CVs often. It's a little better dealing with CVs.
You know,
The
okay,
ship-
you know,
it is-
what?
it's not
Actually, the
the-
more I think
I
about
wouldn't
it,
say I wouldn't say it's the best damage dealer, but the fact that
it's
this thing has
consistent damage.
the fact that this thing's AP slaps everything out of existence. You're just a better Z52. No matter the Z52 version. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I'll agree with that.
You have the same stock source as normal Z52. You have better DPM than normal Z52. You have better smokes than Z52. The only thing you're
still have
worse at is
Hydra level
concealment.
1, right?
No, you have Hydra level 2.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, wow.
Hydra too.
Man.
You know, the
Jeez,
ship
man.
annihilates destroyers, and when you need to annihilate destroyers, just like Regolo, this is the other one I would go to. If I had to pick 2 destroyers to hunt destroyers for the rest of this game, it's either Z42 or Regolo.
Hey,
Let's
hey,
make
hey,
two
hey.
destroyers on the game.
Are you, Bazan exists now.
Look, I can tell. Look, man. Look. I'll be honest with you. I don't know how Bazan comes out, so I can't say anything yet.
Oh, that's true.
If
That's
Bazan's not possible to get anytime soon, well then rest in peace. So
true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That's
if
true.
it's like a Tromp, like
if it's like a Tromp
100K.
situation, nobody's getting Bazan.
But Regolo is a very fun DD hunter.
Yeah.
Rol's a good free DD hunter. Z42 though is
Free,
a
exactly.
menace.
Okay, we're getting to overall right there. Let's finish this up. We got 2 more. But Z42 low competitive or high competitive.
I'll be okay. I'll be okay with
high
high competitive low meta.
Okay.
I
Steve,
don't know but like I've
you haven't played
1v1 Dino, tons of times with it against him, not with it. It's so hard to face. Like
It is hard
it's
to
just
face Nerf Shore. Like, there's
ridiculous.
not many DDs that can really put up a good fight against it. The only DD
It's
that would instantly win every single time would be
Gdansk.
Gdansk, because Gdansk has radar, but that's a given.
Yeah,
I would say
that's why
it's
Gdansk is.
definitely. Sorry, you go.
Yeah, actually, no, man, I'm going off time, but yeah. Anyway, Z42, yeah. It's so good at killing DDs, and there's heavy DD meta right now. That's why a lot of these DDs, gunboats are up there. Like, people might be not thinking.
There is a very good reason Shima is not meta.
Yeah, the meta right now is DDs, so that's what you have to realize. It's just an NA tier list, and the meta is DDs.
Even
That's
in other
why
servers,
things that kill
pretty
DDs are
accurate
going to
tools
rank
for
very
most of
high.
the servers, even then.
Yeah, I would actually. I would only argue that a few ships kind of get moved up a little bit just due to how many cruisers and battleships there are. But even then, there's a lot of these. I think if in reality, if you then go over to EU, I'm betting Vampire 2 gets knocked down just because there's so many battleships and like that. It's just much better with daring, much better with more torpedo focused one. But Z42, I think, still sits very high competitive in that area because it does have those torps, and those torps are actually pretty solid. A lot of people sleep on German torpedoes.
Yeah, Z42 is still decent torps.
Oh
yeah, I think it can stay. I think 42 and Hogumo are just interchangeable in what you're trying to farm. If you're farming DDs or farming battleships, so I
Don't
guess they
shoot
can
HE
stay
Z42.
together.
Please don't do that to yourself.
Yeah, no,
yeah,
don't.
I guess they can stay together and competitive, like right there.
Alright, is there time? Every time, all the time. Z52's last.
The last one. Am I gonna have to be the one who breaks the?
Don't tell me this is a niche.
Oh no!
Okay,
It's niche.
okay, we're not making that
completely.
mistake again. Okay, I'm just making sure.
No,
I mean, it's
no.
just playable. It's just playable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd rank it above Z
right there.
Shima. I'd rank it above
maybe
Yueyang. I'd rank it above Yueyang.
Yueyang?
Yeah.
Okay. Z52 had a niche. It no longer has that niche anymore. It does it kind of okay, but it doesn't have the niche anymore. There's everything that it does. Once again, Z42 kills DDs faster. Trick Hargumo kills DDs faster. All of these kill DDs faster. So
Z52 has the Downy problem, right? Old playstyle of DD hunting, but there's a new texture ship that's better at it.
Yeah.
Play Rogolo.
Yeah, like
better DD hunter.
Almost. The Gdansk and Rogolo are just superior in DD hunting to it.
Yeah, and then if you want a premium version, just play Z42. Simple as that.
Yeah.
And if you want to spot it,
what it was designed to do is not. Yeah, what it was designed to do is
it's not unique anymore.
It cap contests well, but that's something that can
I will say that
other things. That's
again though, you can just play Z42.
Yeah, but then again, nowadays it's okay, cool. You flank and destroy the cap contesters, and then you take cap. Like it's just you can do that better. It's so many.
I would say it still has good guns, relatively speaking, but
fighting light cruisers isn't. It's not. It can do it, but it's like not as fun as fighting light cruisers with like Rogolo.
You can fight light cruisers, just not in the same ways you'd think because you don't have the alpha strike.
Yeah, it's just good pen. That's all you have.
You have good pen.
Oh yeah. Now
Trick Z52 though. Spey, leg mod, competitive, low competitive.
Very low competitive, and the reason is for this. For everyone's kind of wondering, okay, how much better is you have even faster torpedoes to get back. You can spam the crap out of the torpedoes, so now you can flood caps very quickly. So you own caps much better. Plus, you have APCS plus, if I remember right. So you can do what a lot of what Elbing kind of does, but with smaller guns.
Some will argue run reload mod on the Trick Z52. I'm like, but what's the point? You're not gonna outgun the bigger gunboat destroyers anyways. You may as well just run leg mod. Plus, if you have leg mod, if you have 76 knot torps, that makes your life easier facing the big gunboats. You have faster torps.
Yeah. So I would argue that Trick Z52 is better at what Gearing wants to do in general. It does everything that Gearing does, but better. Yeah.
I would say Trick Z52 is better than Gearing.
Yep.
And even Gearing with leg mod and like maxed out sims, Trick Z52 is ultimately better since you can hunt destroyers.
You're obviously not going to win a straight up gunfight, but you can pressure those gunboats. You can cap contest. You can pressure the battleships with the torpedoes. It just gives a full, well-rounded experience to the Z52. It really does. It's still low competitive just because of you can do all those things better in so many of the other ships, but Still pretty damn good, though. I don't know. Would you put it above or below Ragnar?
Um,
I almost want to put this like below Black Shimkaze.
I would put I'd probably put it below Black Shimkaze.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks good.
Also, can we rearrange Delny so it's not below Shimkaze? That is like disrespectful to Delny.
Yeah,
I'll put it above
fair.
Shimkaze.
Yeah,
Shimkaze is the lowest playable.
All right, 2024.
Damn, Sherman, why
Buffalo's
can't you
avoid.
release?
Yeah, no, right? Where's the Forest Sherman?
How Grows Avoid being there all these years and it's just still not getting buffed?
The thing that Grows
And
Away was
Kava.
worse than its current version is the sad part.
Yeah, that's a great point. Like, how
It
they,
used to be even worse.
Oh my goodness.
There was a time when it did like Delny torp damage.
Yeah.
That was yeah.
Kava
Yeah,
still there, still sitting there, just needs
But the
fixing.
general consensus though is that right now DDs are probably the most well-balanced class in the game.
Yeah.
Oh no, it is. That's the whole reason why we have a DD meta. Like, if you go, like, of course, this is the first tier maker to come out, but you go through the rest of them, there are so many DDs at tier 10 that are good, because there's just also a lot of them in reality when you look at how many DDs there are in game in comparison to the other classes. But you look at cruisers, there's a lot of cruisers.
I think only cruisers is more.
Cruisers, there's more cruisers.
I think there's a little more cruisers.
Yeah, but how many of those cruisers are good?
Whoa, there's also the question of, then there's the OP one. The OP cruiser.
Okay. Yeah, I know, right? But I'd say overall, like, when you look at this, look at how few are in needs fixing and playable. And even at playable, there's a lot of them that are still
There's a lot of workable to shores and playable.
Oh yeah.
Well, there's some that are in playable that get fixed by a leg mod, like Hull and Hokumo and 52 get fixed by well, not leg mod, just trick version. That's what I'm gonna say. They get fixed by a trick version, so they don't necessarily even need buffs. If you just max them out, then they're really good. And there's nothing wrong.
If they could fix maybe some of the niche a little bit, and then they just fix needs fixing, there's no problems with the shorts in the game, honestly.
No.
Well, to be fair, there is Somers with bulk on it. Or how do you say it?
Well, I mean, Somers with Burke, I played it. It's a great ship with Burke, but I don't think it changes placement, to be honest with you.
No, it's just niche. It's just, it's convenient.
It kind of just, like, exacerbates what you already do. It just makes your life easier. Doesn't really change anything.
It's just the same reason why we removed the Tricked Regolo. It's like, Paulo just makes it easier.
Yeah, okay.
Doesn't fix it, doesn't change its tier, just pretty darn solid.
Man, that set of meta destroyers, those are some beautiful destroyers right there. I must say so myself.
Yeah, most of them are big DDs, and yeah, that's what you have to realize.
Either big DDs or one of them's a aircraft carrier. So yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, let me correct my thoughts here. Whenever anyone wonders about if there maybe should be a 3DD limit or anything like that, I'm hoping that Wargaming actually looks at these tier makers just a little bit and realizes that it's actually the balance that's causing these high DD games. There are so many playable cruisers and battleships and just kind of bland old styles within them that just, you look at DDs, they are healthy, thriving. You are eating well as a DD main in this game. And
besides Grows Avoid.
Yeah, besides Grows Avoid. But seriously, besides Grows Avoid and Kaba, oh my god, that means how many bad lines are there for cruisers? How many bad lines are there for
cruisers, man, that's a rest in peace. That's a rest in peace.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like, you look at it, there's a lot of fun ships. If you look at it, we got Gdansk, Regolo, Daring, Kleber, we got 4 right there. 4 tech tree ones, not even premiums. Just in meta.
Is there only 4? There's 4 premiums? Yeah.
Yeah. And like that, but you look at everything else, they're all doing really well. And they're doing just fine, even in a high DD meta type of idea. And if you go to EU, I think there's some change ups here and there, but really it's pretty darn close, in my opinion.
Granted, a lot of the DD meta is caused by like 5 Shimkaze players, which I think is a problem with Shimkaze players, less the destroyers themselves. But
yeah, it's the Shimkaze plague. I think it's why we need to get more. We need to buff
there needs
cruisers.
to be a 3D limit, please.
I'm
a destroyer main. Can we just have a 3D limit?
You say that, and I still think they should balance out the other classes. There's so many old in my opinion, like
Well,
Conqueror
I
should
don't think
also
the
be a
pro-
great counter.
well, the thing
Venezia
is
needs
that
to
like
become a
the
counter.
problem is that not that the destroyer class itself is just broken. The problem is that you're facing the same Shimkaze players every time. That you see a lot of the other destroyers for sure, but you just see so many Shimkazes. You see so many
Okay,
Yueyangs.
if
Like,
I'm not a 3 DD limit, I think at least 4 DD limit. That way you don't get
yes,
these
for
bot
sure.
matches where you get
And
like
these,
the
yeah,
3
that's the other
real
problem.
players.
It's not even just it's not even players. It's just the game forcing 3 bot DDs. Like, why am I getting 3 bot DDs?
Yeah, they 3 bot DDs and like 3 real player DDs. You got them 6-player bot.
Exactly. There's
DD.
no reason to have that many destroyers. There's no reason.
I think
Also, bot
4
CVs
player.
can go
I think
too.
yeah, true. I think 4 DD limit is more than reasonable at the minimum.
Yeah,
And
I
more
could
games are
agree
definitely
with that.
implement that.
I could agree with that.
But the thing is, if you look at like competitive and meta, these are all ships that, well, technically more recent compared to like playable and down is all the older ships, and everything has come out in DDs. But everything's just good. It hasn't been a bad release since like what Grozavoy?
Yeah, there really hasn't been a bad release since Grozavoy.
Like since Grozavoy, every DD has been good. But then if you look at like cruisers and
wishy-washy.
battleships, it's a bit it's hit or miss. Like
the cruisers, heavy cruisers, rest in peace, heavy cruiser players.
yeah, you got Castilla.
Well, I don't know.
coming out,
Pietro's done about face. I can't wait.
Yeah,
to talk
but think
about
about how many buffs it took to get Petra there.
It was only the hitbox fix. That was the only thing that was
Like, it took
because
a
the
lot
other
of
one was
buffs
the HE
before
buff.
they got it right.
Who cares about the HE buff? Oh man, but I think
well, see, the leg mod buff was the best for Petra.
That's true. Yeah, that one definitely did help
Leg
too.
mod was the best buff. Yeah.
Yeah. So outside of them needing to fix up Grozavoy and Kaba,
And I cannot wait to be here again next year for Sherman. That's gonna be something I'll talk
I
about all
can't
day.
wait for it to come in so that he can shut up a little bit.
I'll be waiting.
Yeah, I know you will be. But this is the tier maker for 2024. Thank you, Red and Steve, for joining me.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys
fun.
could have said something a little bit. That kind of left me hanging there for just a little bit. Really? Yeah.
Okay. Drop your comments down below. Roast us. Say how bad
I can't wait to see the. I can't wait to see the comment.
I'll vote you back, though.
I want to see the comment where someone says Yueyang is S tier. Can't wait to hear that argument. I will be gladly hearing that argument.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness.
If I see someone saying Tromp doesn't deserve meta, I don't know what to tell you.
But people
I'll fight him. I'll fight him with you. Oh my god. I just like how Steve was literally doing my outro because he was like, I know Sly's gonna slaughter it, so
I'm telling you right now, there is no universe. There's no universe, no Doctor Strange, 100 million chances, no end game. Like Tony Stark will die 2 times over before there's Vampire 2 below meta. Like there's no world where Vampire 2 is below meta. I just want to make that very clear.
Oh my god. Oh, okay,
I'm Vampire 2 is below meta is the day I will stop manning destroyers.
Okay, we need to get this. We need to cut this. It's almost an hour and a half over an hour and a half. Oh my god! And I thought this year was gonna be faster. Nope. Oh my god. All right. Well, thank you, Red and Steve. Make sure to go over to each of their respective channels and give them some love there. Steve posts up some high damage games, and Red gives some awesome reviews on ships. And of course, also don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on this channel because tier maker season is a go on this week, and I'll be doing tier makers every stream. Also be doing a crap load of giveaways thanks to Wargaming right there, about 2,000 every stream, I believe. So make sure you're on there. And then on top of that, I will be trying to jump over on the EU streams and do some live tier makers with all of you over on EU as well, so that we can get some different opinions on that, and then eventually maybe someone will join me and we'll roast the literal crap out of your decisions. I don't know. We'll find out if that happens. There's so much going on right now. But anything else before we go?
All I'm gonna say, I better not see Vampire. I better see no slander on Vampire 2 in the comments. I better see no slander, nothing.
Slander it hard now. Everyone, now it's required. Now it's required. They have to slander the Vampire.
Besides that. I think this is a pretty good tier list. I don't know about you, Steve. I think this is a pretty definitive destroyer tier list. I don't think it gets better than this.
There's always gonna be plenty of people to disagree, but it is what it is. Everyone's different. So.
Well, I will fight on any destroyer in this tier list, besides maybe like some of the iffy ones, but
yeah.
Yeah,
No,
if you say so much isn't niche, like, nah, I don't really care. If you say it's playable, like,
That's
I'm not
whatever.
gonna
If
If you
get
say
into
if you say Smalland is playable, we're gonna have problems.
Yep.
it. Yeah.
All right, now let's yeah, I think that's basically it. I think that's pretty much. I think we're all good. Let's just quickly fix this thing right here. There we go.
Okay, well.
Okay, now we're off. Now we're going. Everyone have a good one. Peace.